Oh my goodness. I've practiced for this. Well now, you're the second necromancer to walk through the hallowed halls of my court today. And aren't you a fetching one, in your fine dark robes and cape? I do so enjoy it when petitioners approach the throne fearlessly. Some of the gentry wobble, and I find it tedious. Welcome to my domain. I am Queen LeBay. What is your name and title? I'm dying to know. That is a lovely name. And your title is Soul Searcher. How mysterious. Well, Necromancer Soul Searcher, it's been a long day, and I'm tired of sitting and being important. Why don't we cut to the chase? I bet I can guess the exact reason you traveled all this way to see me and my little kingdom. It's all right. One of the joys of being this far from the Empress's throne is that we don't stand on as much ceremony. You're here for the same reason the other necromancer was just this morning. You heard rumors of an ancient royal crypt we recently discovered beneath my castle, and you'd like permission to raise any willing heroes that you find within it. Dead heroes, I mean. There's no one alive in there. We checked. Yes, I am aware. The greater the power they wielded in life, the more desirable their corpse is to a necromancer, because they'd be really powerful. Though I thank you for offering me a lesson on the subject. We're all familiar with the story of the Empress's court necromancer, who quested for years to find the resting place of a legendary hero, so she might raise them and wield their power for the Empire. It worked out well. I can't blame you for being interested. My tiny kingdom has fables of many such heroes, with the location of their graves lost to time. So mysterious. That's exactly what you're here for. Good. I'm glad you're not the sort to try and hide your intentions. If the bodies of those heroes are still to be found, they're surely within the secret underground royal crypt we unearthed. How was the crypt discovered? Oh, quite by accident, really. I wanted to build a new wine cellar. Imagine my surprise when the builders found a marble staircase leading to a vast crypt beneath the west wing. Did you just ask if I prefer white wine or red? Charming, charming. I can tell I'm going to like you. Let's test you. I'm curious if you're clever as well as likable, necromancer. What do you think happens next? As I told you when you arrived, you're not the first necromancer to come around asking to look at my new crypt. Oh, I see. So according to you, I'm going to say, help yourself, and then I'll throw the other necromancer in jail for you. Oh, absurd. And bold. That's right. Take a bow, you card. No, we won't be throwing your competition, as you called her, in jail based on your word alone. My tiny kingdom never receives important visitors like your kind. I think I'll draw this out. You know, celebrate a little. Wait. You think I'm going to throw you a royal ball? Just for showing up? Maybe later, if you're good. No, we're going to have a contest. Don't worry, I've already thought of it. You and this other necromancer can compete against each other in 3 trials. The victor of the trial is awarded a point unless they do something really impressive. Then I might add more. The necromancer with the most points at the end of the trials will win. The winner will have my favor, the blessing of the kingdom, and rights to enter the crypt, so they may raise any willing persons they find within. That's pretty great for me, right? Oh, don't worry. I've been cooking with this idea since this morning. The other necromancer, your competitor, has already agreed. She said there may be others of her kind who wish to enter the crypt. I'm delighted she was right. This week has been so boring. Quite frankly, I deserve this. Oh, the trials are all mysteries, of course. You won't know what you're doing until I call for you. That doesn't mean I'm still trying to think of them, by the way. I totally know what they are. Now, the servants will show you to your quarters. I suggest you rest up after your long journey. I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning, Necromancer. I know you're in there, Soul Searcher. Open this door before I break it down. I can't believe you had the nerve to follow me here. Oh, by the dead river, it is you. The servants who brought my dinner were gossiping, and I heard them mention your title. I had to threaten them so they'd tell me where your rooms are. Yeah, it's been 5 years since we graduated. You've grown up. Anyways, let me inside. We have much to discuss. These trials start tomorrow and... No? What do you mean, no? Oh, you think you're the only one who has a righteous reason for wanting to be first inside the crypt? My need is greater than yours, I promise you. Look, I'm willing to pay you to fuck off and let me have this. You must be aching to get back to your perfect fiancé anyways, so take the money and run. I have gemstones with me and... No. You won't accept a bribe. It's not a bribe. It's a cash incentive to give me what I want. Don't try and close the door on my face, you coward. This conversation ends when I say it ends. No one else has been through what we've been through, so show a little respect. I know you've forgotten how close we used to be, but I remember. I know all your weak points. And tonight, you better say your prayers and give your soul to someone, because your ass is mine. I'm going to beat you so badly. At least you'll see me coming this time. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, I stabbed you in the back. Yeah, I might have implied my research was missing when our professor found it in your desk. Why would I do such a thing? Get over it. It's not like it made a difference anyways. You still graduated and ran off to your happily ever after. Yeah, I am done now. See you tomorrow, Soul Searcher. The next morning, you're brought to the throne room after a warm bath and a hearty breakfast of oatmeal, fruit, and black tea. Your dark robes are snug and protective, trimmed with a satin fabric that shines like obsidian. A heavy silver signet ring bearing your unique seal as a necromancer is the last thing you put on. You wear it on the hand you write with, a reminder of your responsibility to death as you compose letters and death certificates in your day-to-day life. Queen Lebay's castle is well appointed and bright, and the servants have smiles that seem genuine. But as you walk the hallways, you can feel the hidden crypt beneath the stones. The bodies resting within are like a soft blanket wrapped around your shoulders, comforting you. When the doors to the Queen's court are pushed open, you see a crowd of nobles gathered. Who grow quiet at the sight of you. 2 pine coffins are laid on the ground, and you think you know what the first trial is going to be. You see your former friend, Fane, standing before the throne. She spares you a hateful glance as you move to stand beside her. She wears her hair differently now, and she's traded her dark robes for a voluminous black dress. it's hard to reconcile the woman beside you now with the girl you spent your adolescence with. Queen Lebay disrupts your nostalgia when her scepter knocks against the floor, causing everyone assembled to look at her. Her smile is wide, and she claps her hands like an auctioneer about to introduce a rare item. Hello and good morning, necromancers, and the rest of my court. You two really are breathtaking, standing side by side like this. You look like pretty dolls from up here on my throne. So cute. But I digress. Before you are two coffins. Each one contains a scout that died in service to the kingdom. They were young and their deaths were traumatic. In their wills, they specified they would be willing to be raised if their families didn't have to pay for it. Which is fine, since I am. What's that, Soul Searcher? Who killed them? Bandits, I'm afraid. The scouts were avenged, of course. Why do you ask? Victims killed by vampires cannot be raised. Oh, interesting. I thought that was more of a superstition than an actual truth. See, this is why it's fun having you around. You always learn something. No more questions. This is your first trial and my entertainment. Thane the Swift and Soul Searcher. The first of you to raise one of the deceased scouts will win. Well, win a point. We'll be timing you. There will be 2 trials after this one, so do your best. Lord Knox, turn over the hourglass if you'd be so kind. On my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. You hear the crinkle of Fane's dress skirts as she drops to the floor to begin her meditation, and the joyful laughter of the queen. Her court toasts to your success, and you close your eyes, willing your breath to become slow and even. The sounds fade away. The clinking glasses and murmurs of court, the laughter and movement. You focus on your breath, noticing the quality of it. If it's shallow or deep, rapid or slow, the dark cloth of your robes tightens around your chest on the inhale and peacefully deflates against your skin on the exhale. And you remind yourself that even though this is a race, only a deep, meditative state will bring you to the space between life and death. You feel the corpses in the pine box in front of you, willing your consciousness to follow them down, down, into the water where they wait. You are a body kneeling on the floor of a royal court. You are a mind, adrift in the waves that wash away souls. You contain multitudes. And as you think that, Fane's consciousness streaks past you like a comet. You force yourself to smile, to let go of your resentment. And then, when you open your eyes, you are there. A vast, still ocean, the water only as deep as your ankles. You see the scouts you're meant to raise. A man and a woman with the shadows of longbows slung over their backs. They have matching gold rings on their fingers, but they never look at each other. They are both talking to Fane, reaching for her hands. You know she's promised them something. You run towards them, reaching out. And then they're gone, ascended before you can touch the hem of their capes. You stagger, falling into the water with a gentle splash. And Fane looks down on you, her expression blank. You're a little surprised when she offers you a hand up out of the water. And even more so when she speaks with you. It's hard to see you here, where it's so peaceful. You look how you used to look. You should have known you'd lose. You're the one who suggested I take the Swift for my Necromancer title. You'll beat me at the next trial? I doubt it. I raised both scouts before you got here. Pretty sure that's 2 points. You should have taken my bribe. Why do I need into the crypt? You wouldn't understand, and I don't want to talk about it, so don't ask me again. Why do you need into a crypt full of dead heroes? You're not cut out for this kind of thing. The adventures and trials that come with safeguarding the living and the dead. I know you, soul searcher. You want a cottage in the hills, not the newly discovered ancient crypt. So stop pretending. You wouldn't even let me in your room so we could talk last night. Your fiancé must be missing you, so hurry up and lose so you can go back to her. You broke up with her? What? So the wedding is off. Her face cracks and she vanishes. No doubt back into her body. You look out at the water for a moment longer, collecting yourself before you do the same.